Welcome to Free Mind, a YouTube channel dedicated to exploring human psychology, relationships, beliefs, and personal development. We explain the complexities of human behavior, challenging conventional thinking, and empowering viewers to unlock their full potential. Join us as we dive deep into the realms of the mind. Subscribe now for captivating discussions and transformative insights on the path to personal growth. Today we are going to decode the language of love, exploring female love psychology. In this insightful exploration, we detail how women experience and express love, providing valuable insights for both men and women seeking to deepen their understanding of romantic relationships. The video shed light on the technique women use to conquer the relationship: ghosting, hypergamy, isolation, overlapping, and cry-in. The video is a vital resource for anyone seeking to enhance their understanding of women's experiences in the realm of love. Watch the video to the end to embark on this enlightening journey of unraveling the mysteries of female love psychology. Individual experiences may vary, and it's important to approach relationships with open-mindedness and respect for personal differences. The technique number 1 is ghosting. A person ghosts when he's deciding to cut off all communication without an explanation in romantic relationships. The practice is very common in women as in men. Recent study found that 64% of respondents had previously ghosted someone they were dating. And 72% said that they had previously been ghosted by someone else. People try to give credibility to ghosting, saying that it is a way to avoiding conflict and protecting the ghostee from feeling hurt. They underestimate disastrous consequences ghosting creates to one who has been ghosted. The ghosted feel extreme pain, devaluation, and fraught with uncertainty. Girls and women ghost their partners as a strategy to improve their standards. Remember, girls marry up. In some instance they feel that they do not worth the relation. When the girl abruptly stops the attention in the relationships, it creates a kind of insecurity in the male partner and make him feel like he does not qualify the love of the girls. At this point the girl has won the game. Waiting an improbable interaction weaken the boy, making him submissive. At the end, when the girl reappears, she will profit the situation and put all the chance on her side. The minimum level of maturity allows to detect and prevent ghosting. From the beginning of a relationship, make sure there is a fair and balanced communication. Wait a replay to your SMS before sending a second. Do not go to her place before she knows where you stay. Girls have tons of excuse, but none of them worth ignoring the one they cherish. If she does not provide proportional feedback to your attention, it is time to move away. The technique number 2 is hypergamy. Hypergamy, also termed dating up or marrying up, is an act or a practice of a girl's dating or marrying a man of higher caste, social status. This practice stems from the evolution back in time when people were still in the forest. Female married someone who was able to defend her and the offspring by providing food and protecting them against animals or any other danger in the nature. Sociologists have found out that hypergamy is even more deeply embedded in women than ever before. It seems that the highly credentialed alpha female still prefers a mate above her pay grade. Even if wives became more likely to marry down in terms of educational achievement. The tendency for women to marry men with higher incomes than themselves persisted. In fact, men are the most likely to be the main earners in the couple. Hypergamy is the man's condemnation. Despite feminist ideology that depict women as loser in a relationship, girls engage in relationship when they win it, period. This is the first time in the history of humanity that there are more childless 30-year-old women than mothers in the world. Female education and ease in job acquisition have positioned the girls at a high social standard. This reduces the number of men who afford the girl on the dating market. In addition, girls fall in the illusion that social media has given women even greater options by dating at the global scale. This comes with huge consequences. More broken families. More dysfunctional relationships. More depressed and mentally unhealthy people. Less productivity. Less social stability. Technique number 3 is isolation. An isolating girl may not always be easy to spot. While some may act openly menacing, others may choose indirect manipulation to make the boy believe he is in control. They're overprotective. Caring for you isn't the same as controlling you, though sometimes it may be difficult for you to tell them apart. Girls are overprotective when they question who you have gone out with. Get upset if you don't answer a phone call right away. Advise you against that coworker they don't like. Or act jealous of your friends and family. They assume that you're only safe when they're around. Or they may ask you to consult with them every time you're making a decision about your life. Any of these behaviors on their own might not mean anything in particular. But if your girl repeatedly acts this way and won't take your interests and opinions into account, they might be trying to control you. The girl who isolates the boy when she's insecure in her relation. This insecurity is the result of two main raisons. Some girls cross the adolescence with a compromising experience. Such girls are constantly insecure that their past will not allow them to build a stable romantic relationship. They fear that one day their partner will get to know her own shameful experience and throw her away. They do all they can to protect their secret by isolating their lover from any potential person to disclose her past dirty games. On the other hand, the girls feel inferior to boys and develop a sense of stealing his love. The stolen love has to be kept out the reach of everybody in distress that the owner may grab it back. Technique number 4 is overlapping and fearing of slut shaming. Overlapping relationships, as pursued by girls, refer to the practice of being involved with multiple romantic partners simultaneously. On the other side, slut shaming is accusing girls and women of being too sexual. This means girls engage in multiple sexual relationships and still they do not want anyone to disclose that. In fear of being accused slut. Most girls do not even dare admit having more than one ex-boyfriend, still in fear of being called prostitute. This fear stems from the ancient philosophy found in the saying of key and lock. A lock that is opened by many keys is a broken lock. A key that opens many locks is a master key. This approach challenges the traditional notion of monogamy and explores the potential for emotional and physical connections with more than one individual at a time. For girls who engage in overlapping relationships, it is often a conscious choice. Driven by a desire for personal freedom, exploration, and the pursuit of fulfilling connections. They value the opportunity to explore different aspects of their identity and experiences within the realm of relationships. By engaging with multiple partners, these girls can embrace diverse perspectives, learn from various dynamics, and expand their emotional horizons. Overlapping relationships can foster a sense of empowerment and agency for girls. They have the autonomy to navigate their own romantic lives, deciding whom to engage with and how to shape their relationships. By exploring multiple connections simultaneously, they can gain a deeper understanding of their own desires, boundaries, and preferences, contributing to their personal growth and self-discovery. It is important to note that overlapping relationships are in human nature and no one could be blamed about. When engaging in a relationship, make sure to apply open communication, honesty, and consent from all parties involved. Clear boundaries and expectations are crucial to ensure that everyone involved is aware of the nature of the relationships and comfortable with the arrangement. Technique number 5 is crying game. The act of crying has been regarded as a means of human expression for a significant period. Infants, unable to verbally request nourishment, shed tears to convey their hunger. Moreover, tears have the potential to evoke empathy and sympathy among adults who can communicate through speech. Indeed, the old belief holds true that women cry more frequently than men. However, scientists still do not know exactly why this is true. One theory is that women cry more than men mostly because of social conditioning. As males are growing up, they are encouraged to excel, cultivate power, suppress their emotions, exhibit toughness, and prioritize problem solving. This is found across all cultures in this saying, "Big boys don't cry." From an early age, women become aware that men can feel uneasy when confronted with a crying woman, and they frequently use their tears in order to put all advantage of winning a situation in their side. One of the biggest mistakes men make in conflict is perceiving a woman's tears as an indication of sadness. Then the man begins to console the woman. Again, at this point the girl has already won the situation. She has the flexibility and the ease to impose her will in the couple. Thus, she is the master in her current relationship. Underneath a woman's tears is seldom sadness but rather a Machiavellic plan to control the boy. A straightforward approach to handling the crocodile tears of girls is to temporarily defer discussions when you are in an emotional state and reopen the cases once both parties have had time to process the situation and come back to their senses. Mitigate tears but sitting down and have common expectations of your relation. Technique number 6, use sex to earn favors. Human relationships are complex and multifaceted, and it is essential to recognize that individuals of all genders may engage in sexual activities for advantages. We are not making a generalized statement suggesting that all girls use sex to gain advantages. But we want to warn unexperienced boys the eventual cases of exploitations by encounter sex partners. In the next video, we will shed light on the games boys play to win the hearts of their female lovers. A sex act done in exchange for something, money or service, usually outside of a romantic relationship. Engaging in sexual activity with someone you wouldn't willingly do so without payment, gifts, favors, or similar transactions. The whole thing may or may not be perceived as really being a form of prostitution. But this form of transactional exchange is at the basis of human connections mutation. Research has revealed how the man brain works and girl are using that knowledge in their advantage. Girls know that when the men are sexually aroused, their brains cannot make rational decisions. Manipulating girls wait this crucial moment and present their proposition to their lovers. In this situation, men make poor decisions that favors the opposite sex. In the video on female love psychology, several techniques were explored: ghosting, hypergamy, isolation, overlapping relationships, crying game and sex for favors. These techniques shed light on certain behaviors observed in female when trying to win the boy's love in romantic relationships. It is important to approach relationships with open-mindedness and respect for personal differences, as individual experiences may vary. Building healthy relationships requires fair and balanced communication, setting clear boundaries, and understanding the motivations behind certain behaviors. By fostering open communication, honesty, consent, and mutual understanding, individuals can navigate their romantic lives with empowerment and personal growth, fostering fulfilling connections and self-discovery along the way. Free Mind is a YouTube channel dedicated to documented topics of human psychology, relationships, beliefs, and personal development. By challenging conventional thinking and empowering viewers to unlock their full potential. Free Mind provides captivating discussions and transformative insights on the path to personal growth. Subscribe to our channel, like and share our contents. Thank you for watching.